We've travelled a few 100 metres from where we found the shallow water brachiopods. That's all fine sandstone deposit there in the road. And we're right on the edge of where that changes to a coarse sedimentary, where we start getting into these big conglomerate areas. And we're just going to go for a walk over here, and I'm going to show you these different types of stone that are, again, they're on top of the ridge line of these hills out here, but they're a much coarser sediment. They're still sedimentary stone, but what's in there is a much larger conglomerate of different stone. And so this is right on the very edge, and you can see the rock has changed. Like, we've got these purpley reddish colour. So they've got a different makeup, different chemical makeup, different time period. That one's too big to pull out. So the hard thing to get around in your mind is what we're looking at today is nothing like what it was back when all this was active. Now we're starting to get closer. Look at this stone here very quickly. Fine sediment. Fine sediment. Then we get to this stuff. And very quickly, you can see these are water-worn stones. These have travelled some distance in water. But you don't mistake water-worn stones. They've got a distinct shape. So this is a rapid erosion event that has given us these sedimentary conglomerate rocks. I say we're right on the boundary. And the further we go in this way, the deeper and thicker these sedimentary layers become. There's a real hodgepodge in there. Some are really well water worn and others are still sharp, which means it hasn't travelled far. It hasn't had all the sharp edges eroded off it by the movement of water and other sands and gravels. So my best guess, and I say if there's any geologists out there that know this area well, I welcome any input in the comments, because I say it helps us build a better knowledge on how Australia was back in the prehistoric days, and even going back to very early Australia. We're talking Western Australia and places like that where some of the oldest rock on Earth is found. So just the colour changes in the rock. We go from those normal sandstone colours to purples, deep reds, deep oranges. Sandstone, fine sandstone, coarse sediment. And again, we're standing on the edge, and that was roughly the angle that it was when it was deposited. It was deposited flat, and then the up pushing of the hill along the fault line has given us an angle like this, and that's the edge of what we're standing on now, is that uplift. All right, we'll go a little bit further.